It's week 1 of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to South America and one of the world's most populous cities, vibrant Sao Paulo in the southeast region of Brazil. Welcome to South America, wherever you are around the globe, the NFL in Brazil. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, a quick trip from Arrowhead last night to Sao Paulo for this one. Greg, the second game of the season, first ever in Brazil, and I love the matchup too, the Packers and the Eagles.
It's just so incredible to see the growth and the expansion. Of course, it's the most popular game in America, but the NFL, as it continues to grow as a global brand and as a global sport, it is just so cool, Mike, to see how these other countries embrace what's always been a very American game. And just being here the last couple days and meeting the fans and being in the stadium today before kickoff, there is a special energy here in Brazil, and they are excited to experience for the first time in person NFL football.
Here comes the Pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg just his second as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he's reaping all the benefits.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of an excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Packers have it.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short. But his offense now trots on the field on the doorstep of the goal line in prime position to come away with 6.
The Packers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a golden opportunity to get on the board first as they start 1st and goal.
Here we go, set, cut.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kick is good.
A a festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Second down and 8. To throw is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 42 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On second down, Barkley. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
First and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run with Dillon. And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in, and it'll be 2nd down.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed it.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, his hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction downfield by his receivers. But what he's not accounting for is the speed in pursuit of that defensive end. I mean, watch him catch him from behind. He closes that space a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he doesn't have enough time to get the ball out of his hand, and he takes the sack.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too.
Ready. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now a 3rd and 2.
Down. Set.
We'll go play action with Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw on the run is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Now, Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they get some points here and cut into the lead. I don't know, you've been there. Do you feel the pressure even though it's the 1st quarter, given what the score is?
I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, is you just can't start chasing. You can't come out of your game plan this early here in the 1st quarter. Just keep chipping away, keep putting together good possessions. Now, they find themselves trailing by this much here in the 3rd and 4th quarter. That changes everything.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on.
Here we go. Set.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Let's go.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On second down, Jacobs. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
On gain of 6. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Packers on top. We'll have more from South America and beautiful Sao Paulo after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Second and 7.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
On the ready.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's Jacobs. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Let's go now.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
A second down throw for Hurts. And that ball incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now it's going to be third down. With that, we'll take a look at the draft class from back in April. These guys decided to build up that offensive line. You see they're using a first-round pick on a lineman to hopefully give a little more protection to their franchise quarterback. 3rd and long for Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Now Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Hurts. Out wide, here's Smith. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Running is Jacobs. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. The rookie Quinyon Mitchell up to make the play defensively. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's over the middle and caught by Smith.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run up the middle with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw is Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs.
The handoff to Josh Jacobs. He was brought down by Sidney Brown. He's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here.
Now Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hurts. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Let's go now.
The man in motion is Watson. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Whoa! And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Down. Set, hut.
Throwing is Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he will score. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Hurts working in the pistol. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. Set.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Love. This one up top for Dobbs. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Great. Set. No touch. Set. No touch.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That one caught by Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer. A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Love to throw. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready?
Once again, they keep it on the ground. A pickup. 15 on that one. 1st down, Packers. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago, and a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's already over 200 yards rushing, as he's well on his way to what could be a record-breaking performance. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinator. to figure out how to stop these up. As we get ready for the second half.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That one is caught by Campbell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Now he'll run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Man in motion is Smith. To throw on second down is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Devontae Smith with a really nice job getting past the sticks, and he just continues to establish himself as one of the best young receivers in the game. He's following up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons each of the last 2 years.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense. Pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They put Campbell in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. A second down throw for Love. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Love gonna hand this to Dillon. And he's gonna be taken down at about the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Let's go.
It's another go with Dillon. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Set, ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate in
and that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. A.J. Dillon, touchdown Packers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
On second down, Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Love going to hand this to Dillon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. On first and 10, here's Dillon. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Down.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 45, Eagles 20.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's going to run it. A gain there of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Great, set. Delta, set. Delta.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Ready?
2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
On play action, Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A run with Barkley. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion, Reed. They'll try to run for it with Dillon. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Packers.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now the rookie 3rd rounder from SC, it's Marshawn Lloyd. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Down.
From the gun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here is Anais Smith. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
No touch that. No touch that. No touch.
Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
Now it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
No touch.
Now Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No touch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready?
They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. It's another go with Dillon, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Lloyd. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And these were the explosive runs they were hoping for when they drafted Lloyd in this previous year's draft, Mike. I mean, think now. Aaron Jones is gone. He was the big threat back. Who can Jordan Love rely on to take some pressure off that passing game? This is one of the most dynamic runners coming out of the college game in the last couple years, and runs like this can show you why.
Right back to Dillon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're gonna run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Love gonna give it to Lloyd. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And 3rd down coming up.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And he will power his way into the end zone. A.J. Dillon, touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead. A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts again. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. Quay Walker on the coverage.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts will try it again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Here's Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play.
Ready.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll run it. It's Dillon. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. On comes the Packers punting team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end Dallas Goedert that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great, set. No
To throw is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Dillon. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give, here's Dillon.
Holding offense. Still second down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The man in motion is Watson. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's the big back Dillon. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
13 yards on the play.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. This is caught. And he's out of bounds, short of the 1st down.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. Think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
On the set. Ready, ready.
In motion, Reed.
Ready.
They'll go play action with Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Striker, 3-3.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that one not gonna get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
No touch.
Here's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Brown with a nice first down, and it just seems like every year, Mike, he just gets better and better. Remember, when he came over, this Philadelphia Eagles organization was hoping he was going to be that signature weapon of this offense, and boy, has he ever. 1,400 yards each of the last 2 seasons, and he seems to have picked up right where he left off.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
No touch.
To the air again, Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
No touch.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A festive atmosphere. First time the NFL has brought a regular season game to Brazil. And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
Down. Set.
First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Dillon, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the W in the first ever game held in South America. It'll be a long but a happy flight home as they get set for their home opener in Week 2. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. A game to remember.